Well, what was your suspicion based on? What was your suspicion made based on that you searched my car?
Well, the dog hit on the car.
No, I mean, the reason you called the dog when I told you couldn't search it.
Oh, because here's the deal. So we have that right to do that, right? We have to have reasonable articulable suspicion, and I have that, right? From the, and it might have just been the fact that she was mistaken. Right? We had, from what I could see in the vehicle at the time, right, with small bag,
We have stated multiple times in this channel that complying with unlawful orders from a dirty cop simply because you believe you have nothing to hide will not prove your innocence. Instead, it will only serve to empower the corrupt officer, allowing them to build a case against you and potentially leading to your arrest. Mr. Cameron is being stopped by Murfreesboro, Tennessee police officers because his license plate is hanging due to a loose screw. This minor traffic infraction should ideally be resolved by instructing the driver to fix it. However, many officers tend to escalate such situations, potentially manufacturing cases and contributing to jail populations. Watch as this officer maneuvers towards an illegal search of Mr. Cameron's car, starting from what should be a straightforward issue with a license plate.
Hey, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm Officer Hagel, Murfreesboro Police Department, okay? Just a little thing about your plate, dog. Your plate back here is about to fall off.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I gotta get back home and take it.
I got you. Where's home at?
Texas.
Texas?
Yeah,
okay. What brings you up this way?
This is my parents in McMinnville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, then. You got your ID on you?
Yes, sir.
You guys fly up here?
Oh, sorry? No,
Yeah.
we drove.
Oh, is that just old luggage then?
What's that? No, that's our luggage. That's luggage we brought with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just the old flight tag then?
Oh yeah. She keeps her flight tags on her bag. Probably got some from Disney World on there.
Disney
somewhere.
World, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Who's this to you?
Oh, that's my daughter.
Your daughter?
Bella.
All right. Cool. You got insurance on the car?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you grab that for me and the registration, please?
Somewhere. I don't really know where the interest rate secret's in there. Man, this is maybe an old card, but
Old card. Okay. How old is old? You know what I mean?
it's the same company, same what does it say on there? Car's not that old, so
Yeah. Gotcha.
where's the other one there, Bella? See what page that is.
Yep, that's good. That'll work.
Okay.
Nope, I lied, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
It's February.
It's same insurance company.
Yeah.
My wife hands me those, and
Here's the oldest one back. How are the one at least not in English? But how long you guys been up here?
we've been since Sunday.
Sunday.
That week. We left Monday last week and got here on Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay. How long of a drive is that?
It's about 800 miles.
800 miles.
It depends on which way you go.
Yeah.
You go through Louisiana, it's a little, I think it's actually longer that way, but it's faster.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No guns, bombs, grenades in the car, nothing like that.
I have a shotgun in the back, but it doesn't have anything in it.
In the back?
I'm bringing it back from my parents' house.
Yeah. In the trunk or in the backpack?
In the trunk.
Okay.
In the trunk, yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, it's just an old school one or something.
Yeah, it's when I had when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
My parents bought me like 18 years old when they bought it.
Yeah. What kind is it?
It's a 20 gauge. It's we looked it up. It's a Harrington and Richardson.
Okay. I got you.
It's a little sheep gun that my dad bought me.
I got you. How long have you lived in Texas?
I've lived in Texas since 2012.
Oh, why'd you move out?
We were in Los Angeles, and my wife got a job in. When she moved out here, she was pharmaceutical, and she had this half the country, everything from Texas,
Yeah.
east.
Oh, okay. I got you. How'd you guys, now, your life story seems kind of wild. How'd you end up in LA?
I met my wife on a cruise
Oh, yeah.
in 2006.
Oh, nice.
Went on a cruise April 2006, and we
Was it a booze cruise and just kind of?
it was a singles cruise.
Yeah.
Singles cruise. And we met, and talked on the phone and get married in 2007.
I got you. All right, man.
May of 2007.
All right, man. Hey, look, most I'm going to do is going to write you out a warning ticket, okay? It's not no court date, no court fines or nothing like that, okay? My intention's not out here to write out tickets, man, but to make people aware what's going on, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell her to put her seatbelt on when we're riding, too.
Notice how the officer already seems distrustful of Mr. Cameron, despite the situation stemming from a minor issue with his license plate, which is not a serious crime. Initially, the officer noticed a bag in Mr. Cameron's car with a plane tag on it. Simply because Mr. Cameron didn't mention anything about a plane, the officer tried to insinuate that he might be lying, which is absurd. The tag could have been on the bag for a while and doesn't necessarily indicate recent travel. Another point of suspicion for the officer was when Mr. Cameron's daughter turned to look at him from the passenger seat. This kind of scrutiny is unwarranted. He even questioned why they only had one bag if they were staying at Mr. Cameron's parents' house for a week.
So, obviously, the 554110, right? You got to be securely fastened.
Yep.
They're coming from McMinnville. Drove here from Texas. They've got luggage with flight tags on it in the back, and that they brought only one little suitcase with them to be there for a week at his parents' house.
Huh. Interesting.
And now they're going to go driving back, but not today. And they're coming out from Murfreesboro for something.
You didn't say what, huh?
So, and his quote unquote daughter in the passenger seat was, the whole time I was behind her, like got up in her seat to look around and look behind us. And so, and his wife's name is Tina. And unless that daughter is adopted or Tina is Hispanic, that girl in there looks really Hispanic.
Running her around.
Maybe. I don't know. So and he's just like all over the place, giving out a bunch of information. Says he's got a shotgun in the trunk. So that his parents, something from his parents from. A little bit of nervousness there. With
Number
him.
12502.
Nothing in plain view. It's the car pretty clean.
And I mean, the car's got like junk in it, like
New pending
it's
incident.
got like a pillow. It looks like it's got like a blanket. But what's throwing me off is that I asked him about flying up here, and he goes no. And then I was like, okay, then what's up with the tags with the luggage on it, or the luggage with the tags on it? He goes, oh yeah, that's our luggage that we brought up here with us. Now, if you go up there and look, you can see that it's just one little suitcase for two people. Now, he might have something in the trunk, but I was like, oh, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, she might have something on it, it says from Disney World. But just a lot of stuff. It's kind of making me interested about it, especially when she got up and turned around and looked at us.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on the road, we're going down MLK, stopped immediately and then pulled off into the center turn lane.
New pending incident.
I don't know why people do that.
So I might try to push it a little bit and see what we got.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then, see what's happening with it real quick.
Cool.
All right. As long as you're down for it, I'm down for it.
Always.
Speaking of the shotgun in Mr. Cameron's trunk, which is not even close to being a crime, it's important to note that since 2021, the Texas Penal Code has allowed people to openly carry guns. Even before then, people could carry firearms, but in 2021, the code allowed for open carry without needing to carry a license with them. And this also applies in Tennessee. In this case, Mr. Cameron had a shotgun concealed in the trunk, and from his conversation, it's clear he has no interest in it. As you'll see in the video, these officers seem to have an imaginary scenario of encountering a drug lord in their heads. It appears they assume that every person they stop might be carrying drugs, and they work towards confirming this suspicion. When the officer mentioned he's going to push a little bit and see what happens, it essentially means he plans to harass Mr. Cameron and violate his Fourth Amendment rights by attempting an illegal search of his car, which is exactly what he did.
Hey, Cameron. Hey, come back here with me real quick. Sorry. Hey, how old?
Yes, sir.
How old was your daughter?
14.
14. Okay. First time being up in Tennessee?
Yes.
Okay.
My daughter knows she's been here several times.
Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah. This is the first time back in how long?
Years.
A year. Okay. You come up here yearly? No. That's what I'm talking about. You know, the plate's kind of dangling, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we gotta do. Okay. And where is it? Katy? Is that where you live at? Katy, Texas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Where's that at compared to Houston? 'Cause I see the Houston stuff. On the car, like, is that far from Houston, or is that?
No.
No. I don't know, dude. I don't know shit about Texas. Okay, like, I've never been down there. I've never. Also, he's got probably one of the most unique ways of spelling the last name, like Jimi Hendrix.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Hey, so, part of what me and also Barbie up there do, okay, we look for guns, drugs, lobster. Okay, we're not out here doing, trap enforcement for our health. You said you got that old shotgun in there. Okay. Any other weapons in that vehicle? No. No drugs. No. $15,000 worth of,
I got 100, less than probably $200.
Okay. No problem. You ever been in trouble before? Recently? No. No probation, parole?
I had a ticket in years.
Yeah, you're not wanted for murder out of California or something like that? No. Okay. Would you have an issue with me searching your car?
I would, but you can.
That's what. Look, it's going to be a yes or no question. Okay.
Okay.
If you don't want me to, cool. If not, or if you do, cool. And we'll get you out of here. That's not going to change my decision on doing anything. Anyways, I told you from the beginning it's going to be a warning ticket, right? I'm not going to get my feelings hurt and write you out a real ticket because you denied me consent to search your car.
I mean, I don't see there's a good reason to, so I would say if you tell me you got a reason to, or a valid reason, I'll say yes, but otherwise no.
Okay, look, all I'm saying is it's just me and him will work together a while. We work this area all the time. We work off of John Bragg. We know what comes out of out that way, right? There's a lot of meth and stuff.
Because I'm from out of town.
No, it's not having to do anything with that. Okay, I mean that adds to my little bit of like suspicions and stuff.
Yes,
but like, I've got a whole checklist of things that I look for. Okay, that just happened to be the violation. Okay,
yeah. Let me tell you how that happened.
Yeah, tell me how that happened.
I'll tell you exactly how that happened. When it's a new car.
Yeah, new car.
Okay, so I'm putting the thing back in. I don't know what was wrong with the screw. I don't know if it's something in the manufacturing or what. It just broke off.
Yeah, it looks like it got sheared off, and like maybe it wasn't
rusty. Sheared. No, it just sheared. It just broke off when I was putting it with a electric drill, and it just popped off.
I mean, they got to cut costs somewhere. You know what I mean? So they probably don't use the best.
Yeah, it was. I got at home. I got some drills I can bore it back out with, but I just. It wasn't dropping down for a long time, but by the time I got on the road to come here, I'm like, that thing's dropping down, but I don't have the tools.
Right, no, I got you. Mom and Dad didn't have something to poke it up there with.
No, I'm afraid I'm gonna start with a small bit, and loosen it first, so I can just kind of go up, size it up a little bit.
Okay, I got you.
So I can break it off in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, okay, well, so, like I said, man, it's not gonna change my mind about whether to write you a warning ticket or not, okay? I'm not a big ticket writer. I don't want to write you a ticket that you're not gonna show up for, right, if you gotta go back to Texas.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? It'll be something that you could pay over the phone, but I feel like you've got a long drive ahead of you and $160 city tickets you gotta worry about back here in Murfreesboro. It's not something you should be worried about. When are you going back?
I'm headed back right now.
You're heading back right now?
Okay.
All right. What time's you just gonna hopefully beat all the traffic and everything?
Well, we're gonna stop at Little Rock. If it was just me by myself, I would drive all the way. But
what's that? I'm sorry?
I said if it were just me by myself, I'd drive all the way. But we're gonna stop at Little Rock.
Okay. All right, man. Well, hey, do me a favor, okay? Because I don't know. Like you say, you don't got no more guns, but I don't know. Or we're just gonna.
I'll pop the trunk for you.
No, let's not do that. Okay. Just hang out right here. I'm gonna get you started on that warning ticket. Okay.
Okay.
So apparently, the corrupt cops didn't stop there. They even brought in a K9 unit, and the dog indicated a hit on Mr. Cameron's car, suggesting there were drugs present. However, it's likely the dog hit on the car due to amphetamine prescribed to Mr. Cameron, which he had already disclosed earlier in the encounter. Now observe how these corrupt cops manipulated this situation to ensure they could search Mr. Cameron's car.
Well, what was your suspicion based on? What was your suspicion made based on that you searched my car?
Well, the dog hit on the car.
No, I mean, the reason you called the dog when I told you couldn't search it.
Oh, because here's the deal. So we have that right to do that, right? We have to have reasonable articulable suspicion, and I have that, right? From the, and it might have just been the fact that she was mistaken. Right? We had, from what I could see in the vehicle at the time, right, with small little bag, right? For a two-person team to be up here, or two-person units to be up here, one little bag like that for a whole week's worth of stuff, doesn't make sense to me. But when we see trafficking, when we see drug trafficking here, okay, that's typically the MO. They'll fly up here, get a car, rent a car. So I didn't run your tag until I already got you stopped, right? So for all I know, that's a rental car. What they'll do is they'll fly up here, they'll rent a car, and then drive it back to their home place, right? Okay, and they'll use kids too. They will, like, oh, I'm just traveling with my daughter or son or my cousin or my nephew or whatever. We're taking them back home. Okay, we see that a lot. Okay, we have all those. Okay, and then you're telling me when you got in and when that you're going home, right? You got in Sunday. Like I said, that you were speaking, right? So I'm thinking yesterday, and now you're going home. Raise my flags up a little bit. I got you Monday. Yeah. And then he said, "Oh, we left Monday and got in Tuesday." Okay, so the fact that you might have misspoke makes me think that your story isn't, cohesive with everybody else going on. Okay, well, look, I get you. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. You asked for my suspicions. That was my suspicions. Okay, and based off my training and experience and the stuff that I have seen and done here at this police department, a lot of it fits them all. Okay. It's nothing, right? I'm making sure that there's nothing. Okay? That's my whole thing. That's my whole reason why I'm on a specialized unit. That's why I have a stripe, is because I, taught myself pretty well, and now they trust me to teach other people. I have enough skill set to realize that something's not right. Okay? And all we need for the United States Supreme Court is reasonable suspicion, right?
So I understand all that, and
the dog probably hit on what kind of amphetamine you got at prescription. You know what I mean?
I told you about that.
Yeah. So that's probably what the dog hit on, because the dog's trained on methamphetamine, right? Amphetamine is amphetamine no matter how you slice it. Okay? You can cut it depending on what you're cutting it with and everything, all that other stuff. It's still amphetamine. Okay? Just like Adderall, it's just basically meth.
And you said, man, with ADHD, it's spoke, as you said.
Yeah, and that could happen, right? But all I know is that I don't know you from anybody. Okay, I don't know her from anybody. Right? For all I know, you're the kingpin down in Katy, Texas.
You know what I mean? I'm from out of town.
No, that's part of it. That's not all of it. That's part of it. Okay, we see tags from Ohio, we see tags from Vermont, we see tags from all this other stuff. California, we see it all.
A lot of California tags out here.
Right, and they're all rentals. 90% of them are rentals. Okay. And we see a lot of drug trafficking too, right? You can look it up just not too long ago, a couple months ago, that I was a part of an event where we pulled 20 kilos of methamphetamine out of the car.
If I got insurance on the cars, it wouldn't be. If I got an insurance card, it wouldn't be around.
What? Right. I don't know that until I'm already up. Right. I'm already talking.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't.
This all happened.
I saw you coming down John Bragg.
But those guys didn't get called in to pull out
because I had all this, right?
Because I told you you couldn't search my car.
Right. Because I asked for consent first. But I still had my reasonable suspicion to call for the dog if I needed.
But when you called for the dog, you didn't have a reasonable suspicion anymore because you had
for a rental. No, not for a rental. No, but there's other indicators.
They searched Mr. Cameron's car and eventually let him go without any consequences, finding nothing illegal. This further illustrates the corruption within our system and underscores the need for reform. A clear violation of his Fourth Amendment rights occurred without repercussions for the officers involved. We urge you to study the law, know your rights, and remember, complying with unlawful orders won't protect you or prove your innocence.
and his wife's name is Tina. And unless that daughter is adopted or Tina is Hispanic, that girl in there looks really Hispanic.
Running her around.
Maybe, I don't know. So we're gonna